Ertuğrul stands, war cloak frayed, gaze defiant before Seljuk judges. Emir Bahitin declares he is guilty of treasonous trade, seditious alliances, and erecting a foreign power on Seljuk soil. Amidst the Grand Council chamber, a servant moves unnoticed through the bustling crowd. Chloe, disguised as a palace scribe, intercepts the servant with a calculated move. Chloe's swift action averts a deadly fate for Ertuğrul. Artuk Bey presents meticulous ledgers, his expression serious. These prove Radomir's deals were economic, not political threats. Sunlight floods the Grand Council chamber as Bahitin observes the trembling witness. The witness' eyes dart around the room, betraying his fear. I confess, I was bribed. I was paid to lie about Ertuğrul. Amidst the vibrant gardens of Tekfur Irene's estate, Radomír and Irene stand, bathed in the golden light of day. The air is thick with the scent of wildflowers, a subtle reminder of the beauty they are fighting to protect. This is a beacon of hope for towns seeking shelter from the iron fist of imperial tyranny. The air is thick with the metallic scent of blood. Irene's father lies still, his lifeblood staining ancient scriptures. Eerie shadows dance across the walls in the dimly lit room. Irene collapses beside her father's body, her shoulders shaking with grief and rage. Under the watchful gaze of the moon, Radomir's touch conveys both worry and determination as he reaches out to Irene. His voice resonates, urging, "Build the future, Irene, instead of burning the past." Radomír Věčný's innovations transform tribal life. His projects provide work for builders. From the west, Irene's agents arrive, burdened with materials, their arrival signaling change. In the dimly lit vault, shadows dance ominously, enveloping Bahitin, Alankak, and Albasti in an atmosphere of grim determination. Maps and documents lay scattered, each a piece of the puzzle they desperately seek to solve. Ertuğrul and his companions ride towards the western gates of Söğüt. A roaring cheer erupts from the townspeople as they recognize their leader. Danger lurks beneath the surface of the celebration. Dusty from her journey, Chloe arrives at Lefki, her gaze sharp as she surveys the area. Radomír approaches, a smile spreading across his face at the sight of Chloe. Radomir's relief is evident as he remarks, "You survived, I see." Sunlight floods the workshop courtyard as CHLOE presents Radomír with a sealed scroll. Zephyr approaches, bearing a tray laden with honey-dried dates. Radomír, Chloe, and Zephyr share a laugh, their faces bright with amusement. The sound echoes slightly in the courtyard. Beneath their feet, the old stone groans subtly, a rumble almost lost in the air. In the dim light of Umur Bey's tent, the ringer stands, a sinister calm masking his intentions. He reveals his dark agenda. Ertuğrul is growing too close to Radomír. He continues, "Warriors flying Gündüz Bey's. Sigil ambushit Umar's army." Gündüz stands alone on the training field, an island of solitude amidst the whispering Alps. Warriors cast glances, their eyes darting away, creating a palpable sense of isolation around Gündüz. Under the bright sun of Söğüt, Gündüz and Artuk face each other, the air thick with unspoken conflict. Artuk's voice cuts through the tension. Even the faithful can fall prey to lies. The great hall of Lefki Castle bursts with light and laughter as Radomír hosts a grand feast. Echoes of mirth bounce off the ancient stone walls, amplifying the joyous atmosphere. Torches blaze, casting dancing shadows that animate the revelry. Ertuğrul sits at the head table, ever watchful. Artuk and Bamzi flank him, their presence a bulwark of loyalty. Nearby, at Gündüz, Fijets Hiskes drawn to İlbilge. The great hall of Lefki Castle pulses with life as Chloe, brimming with youthful energy, navigates the throng of guests. With a mischievous glint, Chloe pauses, her laughter echoing as she challenges unsuspecting guests to arm wrestling matches. In the great hall of Lefki Castle, Bamzi, with a flourish, unleashes his fury. With a resounding crash, Bamzi shatters the goblet against the stone floor, wine spraying everywhere. Bamzi roars with laughter, declaring, "The wine fears me." In the dim hall of Lefki Castle, Umur Bey and İlbilge huddle together, their faces hidden in shadow as they exchange hushed words. Radomír reveals a chandelier of solar lanterns, bathing the hall in warm light. The great hall is bathed in a warm, inviting glow. Radomír and Ertuğrul walk together under the night sky, the city lights twinkling below. A gentle breeze rustles through the plants as they discuss Radomír's impact on their world. Ertuğrul stands, his brow furrowed with concern. Ertuğrul voices his worry. "I fear Radomír's wonders may be craved more than wisdom." Flickering torchlight dances across the ancient stone walls of the great hall, casting long, eerie shadows. Chloe, brow furrowed with concern, leans in close to Zephyr, her voice barely a whisper. Chloe whispers, "Something is wrong in Söğüt. It's too quiet, too clean." I stand in silence, my gaze fixed on Umur's caravan. 4 days earlier, Dragos, known as the Ringa, stands among barrels, the air heavy with kerosene and damp stone. 4 days earlier, Torchlight flickers wildly across the ancient stone of the minaret. Dragos gestures, his shadow stretching ominously across the walls as he declares, "I will destroy Sout, not with fire, but with collapse." The scroll reveals Bahitin's treachery, and Emir Bahatin realizes his plot is collapsing. Emir Bahitin realizes his plot is collapsing. The presiding judge strikes the dais with his staff, the sound echoing through the chamber. Ertugrul is exonerated. Bathed in the radiant glow of stained glass, Chloe's face reflects a moment of triumph. A wave of collective relief washes over the Grand Council chamber as the assassination is thwarted. A subtle smile graces Chloe's lips, a quiet acknowledgement of her success. Ertugrul stands tall, the accusations having been dismissed. A subtle shift in his expression hints at the relief he feels. His eyes now hold a glimmer of renewed determination. In the vault's dim light, Alankak's face remains unreadable as he anticipates Soi's destruction. A jubilant celebration erupts at the western gates of Soit, banners dancing in the evening breeze. The air fills with the rich scent of roasting meat, mingling with the sounds of laughter. Ertugrul stands amidst the revelry, a shadow of concern flickering across his face. Radomír stands in the workshop courtyard, his brow furrowed in intense concentration as he examines the solar torch prototype. The schematics are presented to Umar Bey. Under the morning sun, Gunduz stands alone in the training fields, shadows stretching around him. He looks around at his army, their faces hard with suspicion. He feels their distrust like a cold wind.